Hello there everyone, and a very happy Monday. I do hope that you've had a great weekend and that you have a great week planned as well. Hello there everyone that has popped in. Hey Zamora, Tracy, hey there Fifikins, and Mary, and everyone else that has popped in. Thank you so much for joining us. If you do share this live stream, you are in with a chance of winning a $15 gift certificate to the Altenew store. The lovely Han will be behind the badge today, so please give her a little bit of love while she pops in all of the links. Please let us know what your favorite things are from this release. We are so excited to hear. Also, I'm excited to hear what you think of our new little waiting room video that we have at the start of these lives. Please let us know if you are happy with the change that we have going on at the minute. All right, so hello everyone that has popped in. I'm going to give you a quick look at the products, all of the new products that we have in the subscriptions, but these are now also available for single purchase. So they were our subscription products this month, but if you do want them as a single purchase, you can get them now. All right, first up we have the Frilly Begonia. I love the name Begonia. It's one of my favorite flower names, and I just love it. I think it's cool. So I'm sorry if the focus goes in and out. I do have a new camera, and I'm hoping that it's going to sort itself out. So I am sorry if it just keeps going in and out. I'll try and not to move around so much, so it needs to refocus. It's going to be something that I'm going to have to take a look at, I think, again. I was hoping that it was good, but no, so sorry. So in the Build a Garden Frilly Begonia, what you're going to get is a 6x8 stamp set, a set of stencils, and also a mini blending tool. In the 6x8 stamp set, we have 2 large floral clusters as well as some really great sentiments. You do get inspiration as well as the layering guide within the packaging. So you're going to be able to see how the stencils work with the stamps, which is really great. So you can see where each bit needs to go. On the stencils as well, we do also have the etching. So sometimes I find, most of the time really, that with that etching on there is that you're going to be able to line it up really easily, and you're not actually going to need a lot of help with that. These are really easy to pop together. You can see exactly where they need to go with the stamp as well. Okay, sorry, the focusing is really distracting, so I am sorry everyone. I'm hoping that it will sort itself out, but okay, please let me know. Then we also have an add-on die set. This is the Frilly Begonia. It's going to cut around the 2 large flower clusters as well as the 2 large sentiments that you get in the set. So hello everyone that has popped in. We really do hope that you're having a great day. The lovely Han is behind the badge today and she'll be popping in all of the links. So next up, I'm mixing it around. I do have the Spark Joy set here. Normally it's one of the last ones that I show. Oh, Sue got the mushroom layering stencils. They are fabulous. So this is the folk mandala, and you can see in here we have this beautiful image here. It's a mandala, as it says, and you're going to be able to color in all of these open areas really quickly and easily using the stencil set. Now, you don't necessarily have to use the stencil set. If you wanted to use watercolors with your foiling, that looks spectacular as well. You can also use this stencil set by itself. So in here we have 3 different stencils, and on here we also have some sentiments too. So this is a really great way to add some sentiments to your cards with a little bit of stenciling. So that is the Spark Joy Folk Mandala, again available for single purchase. Now, if you are a lover of layering die sets and you love flowers, this one may be the one that's going to catch your eye. This one is the Japanese Camellia Crafter Flower. And in here, you do get 2 beautiful flowers as well as a collection of leaves. You can see that the dies themselves are quite sizable. So you're going to be able to create a full impact on your card or even scrapbook page using these flowers. Now, we do have the layering guide on the back, but I do not think that you are going to need this. Reason being, we do have our little keyhole system on these. So if I lift this up, you can see that we have a little keyhole in this one, but then we have an arrow in this one. And all you're going to need to do is kind of separate the arrows from the keyholes. They will be 2 separate flowers. And then you just line up the keyhole images. Don't worry about where the petals are laying. Once you line those up, that is how the flower is going to fit together perfectly. So quick, so easy. And those little die cuts that we have in the center of the flowers are a real game changer. So that one is the Japanese Camellia. Again, we have 2 flowers in there and a selection of beautiful leaves as well. Next up, we have, I think, one of my favorites. And this one is the Dynamic Duo. I'm just going to move that off to the side because it doesn't technically come unless you buy it all together. But this one is the Dynamic Duo Wildflower Bouquet. This is so pretty. All right, so with the Dynamic Duo, the reasoning behind the stencil and the stamp combo is that we wanted to give you really good value for money. So what we could have done is the images that we have on this stencil set, we could have quite easily put these onto a stamp set with the stamps, okay? It would have been a large stamp set. It might even be a like 8 by 11 stamp set if we moved everything around it to fit. But that would have been quite pricey. To keep the price down, we decided to add the kind of solid elements to a stencil set, and then the bits that needed to be done on a stamp set to keep the stamp set there. So that's why we have a small 3 by 4 with the details and the sentiments, and then we have a stencil set which has the kind of large open areas which work great with the stenciling. So that is why we do it this way around. Really hoping that that kind of gets rid of any confusion about this, but that is why we have this. So this is more pocket friendly than it would be to have a really large stamp set. So this is the wildflower bouquet. And this, I am going to have to do this one because this one is one of my favorites from the release. And I think we'll go with something like this card. And I want to show you how easy it is to do that. So this is one that I'm going to do. I love this. I think that this one is fabulous and I really do love it. As well as the Dynamic Duo, we do have the add-on die set. Now, this doesn't come with the set originally, but if you want to be able to cut out those flowers and the large sentiments, this you can buy this add-on set to do just that as well. So yes, this one, it's one of my favorites. But I do have a lot of favorites. Favorites change, right? And last but not least in this collection is the Radiating Beauty Mini Delight. So we have a really large image on this. I have to say it's large for a 3x4 stamp set. I think it's around 2 inches. So we have that large layered flower as well as a singular leaf, and also some really cool sentiments in there. As well as that, we have the die set. So this does come with the die set, and you're going to be able to cut out the 2 images, and also it has a beauty singular die cut sentiment as well. So that's one that we can use. So let's create some cards, shall we? Hopefully we can try and mix and match some things and use as many as we can. Please let me know your favorites. I'm always interested to know. And I know, yes, I can be a little bit nosy about things. So I don't move things around. I do have my low tack mat. This is one of my favorite tools. I keep it right next to me, and it is just perfect for stenciling. So I'm just adding a card panel on there. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Oh, Liz, this is so pretty. This, I don't know. I just love it so much. So we do have the layering guide. I am going to be using the Dynamic Duo Wildflower Bouquet. And I have a collection of inks up the top. I'm not going to use exactly the same inks that are in here, but we can kind of go with the theme. And I do have number 1. All right. And it's even got kind of little markings on here to say that this bit here needs to be turned 90 degrees. How clever. So I am going to put my first, I'm going to go off to the side. I know, I'm so imaginative. I always put things off the side. Yep, Serena, I agree. This is, even if you don't have the stamp wheel, or you feel that you have enough stamping tools, even just getting this mat by itself, I think is a game changer. It sticks your stencils down perfectly, so I don't need to use any tape. Ugh, I know, I'm going to wax lyrical about a sticky mat, but it is fabulous. I'm going to go with Let Us Celebrate. And like I said, I have a collection of inks at the top, and I'm just going to go through them. I'm also going to show you my ink blending station. So we do have a storage for the mini blending tools, and they are supposed to be stored like that. But I keep mine out on my desk all of the time, and I use these all the time. So I have a selection of the small blending tools. These are my absolute favorite. These are the ones that I grab all the time. And I have reds, oranges, yellows, greens, aqua colors, blues, purple, pink, and then I have a white one and a brown one. And then in this side here, I also have mini blending tools. And I keep them exactly like this. And I sorry about that. I have them in rainbow order as well. So I have red, orange, yellow, green, another green, like more of a minty green. I have an aqua tone, a blue, a purple, and a pink. And this is just how I keep mine. Audrey, yes, the low tack mat is made for stenciling. So you can just buy that by itself. And it is perfect. But I just wanted to show you how I keep my blending tool brushes. Even if you have this station, you don't necessarily have to always keep it closed. If you want to just keep it on the side, it is great to kind of have them dangling over the edge, and then you can use the others too. But there we go. Maybe you wanted to see it, maybe you didn't, but just giving you another storage possibility with what you have. Okay, so I'm going to go with Let Us Celebrate, and I have a mini blending tool for this. I do recommend to kind of tap off ink in the lid. Now, you're not going to waste that ink, because you can definitely you can get rid of that. You can use that as well. So I am going to add some ink through here. Yes, Vicky, yeah. I love the blending brushes. It's hard to pick a favorite sometimes, but I think I'd always go for the small. I know people go for minis, but I think it all depends on what you feel more comfortable with. And, you know, you're never wrong in what you choose. It's what works best for you. I'm going to go with olive as well. I'm going to move this over, and then you can see just how well that sticks. What I'm going to do is we have etching. I don't know if you can see, but we do have etching on there. And I think there we go. So I'm just lining the etching up, and then I'm going to go in with the olive. This is one of my favorite greens from I think it was the Secret Garden collection of inks. I love the fact that all of the colors are all a little bit different. You know, we have like a dusty pink in there, a different red tone than I would normally have, and they're all kind of singular colors. So you can definitely play around with these, and they will mix and match with other ink families that you can kind of slot in and make those ink families go a little bit larger as well. So once I've used my olive, I'm going to lift that up, line up the etching there. And then I'm going to need another green. I believe I got another green out. Here we go. I'm going to go in with jade. So I've gone for totally different green colors, so you don't necessarily all have to stick with the families all the time. Wendy, oh, I love an olive green, and that olive is so cute. So this is the jade. I'm not going to add in, oops, I've moved that around a little bit. Never mind. Everything's going to be fine. I'm not going to do the flower centers. I am going to move this stencil over for a bit and then come back to that. Okay, so lift that up. Look how pretty that is. Even just having those, I do have a little bit of smudging, which we can get rid of later with some enamel dots, a little bit of splatter. There is always a way to go about it. Right. Yeah, it was in the Secret Garden one, Wendy. It was fabulous. A retreat. And now everyone can get their hands on the inks if they want to. And what I'm doing is I'm lining up the etching on the leaves, and this is going to put those flowers in the correct place. It's just magic, 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 magic. All right, press that down. So for my large flower, they have got a pink, so let's go with a pink. I have dusty pink here. Again, that's from the Secret Garden collection. Okay, so we're going to add the pink in through there. Oh, Joanne, yeah, that's a good call. I will let the team know your suggestion on that one. Okay, so there's the dusty pink. There's purple colors. I have a purple, but it's pretty dark. I don't want it to be so dark, so I'm going to go really quite light with this one. I'm just going to take the ink from the lid and tap that off quite a bit before I go in there. That one was the Be Grateful. Tracy, yes, a navy silhouette. Nice. You gotta, I just love navy. Right, and then we want, ooh, Pool. Who doesn't love a good ocean blue color? So this one is Pool. Again, from the Secret Garden collection of inks. Add that in. That is quickly becoming one of my favorites, and it could slot in quite well with the Seashore collection. And then we have a fabulous kind of mustardy yellow color. It's kind of like mustard seeds, I would call this one. So we're going to go in with Lemonade Stand for the further two flowers that we have. I'm using mini blending tools for this. Okay. And then we're gonna lift this up. You can see just how pretty that is. Now you can get this look with stamping. You definitely can get that gradient effect, but it does take quite a bit of work. Not like just popping a stencil into place, then inking through it. This is so quick and easy. So we're going to go in with the same colors onto the same flowers that we've done. On the sample that we have in the card, they do use different inks, but I'm going to go with the same ones to give a more natural look. So this is the Dusty Pink ink, and this is one of our kind of exclusive fresh dye ink colors. So we didn't get this in the crisp ink. So if you do want this color, you do have to go with it in the fresh ink, and you get to experience the fabulous kind of twist lock ink cartons that we have. So that one was the Dusty Pink. Let's go in with the blue, so the Pool again. I'm not ready for summer to end. So these bright colors that we have in this kind of bouquet of wild flowers is keeping me happy. The weather itself really does want to turn, but me just sitting here inking up flowers is making me happy. So then we have the Lemonade Stand. Trying to add more of that ink to the kind of top of the petal, and then let it gradiate out a little bit. Alyssa, yeah, I think we had three whole days of summer in August and probably July. We didn't have a great summer in the UK this time around. I mean, June was beautiful, but the rest of it hasn't been the greatest. So I am going to add in the rest of these little flowers here. And I have left a little bit of stem on another stencil that I can see that I haven't done. So I will finish that off. And that is the Be Grateful. It was still already highly saturated on my ink tool there. So I'm going to move that over, and I'm going to bring this one in again. I just missed this little bit up here, so just color that in. Okay, so there's that. And then we also have the flower centers that I need to pop in. I have Tangerine Dream. I think Tangerine Dream is going to be what I go with. Oh, I could have gone with peach. No. I'm debating with myself. I'm going to go with peachy. Peachy keen. Oops. Okay. Okay. And then when I lift that up, you can see just how pretty that is. Now, that is gorgeous. It is very, very pretty. But we do have details to add onto this with the stamp set provided. So I'm going to drop that down. And then you can see that we have this here. Now, on the layering guide, it does show you where these kind of details are going to go on your stamped images. Okay, so let's make these bright and beautiful. Okay. Yes, Han, these are so pretty. I just love this set. It is fabulous. And if you're not ready for summer to end, maybe this is one that you want to pop in your basket just to keep playing with the colors of summer. And you could even change these to kind of autumnal colors, and that would look very pretty as well. So I'm going to go in with the Be Grateful. Now, because we did ink blending the first time around, that is less kind of saturated than it is when you add the stamps on. So you are going to get that different effect there. Oh, Wendy, yep. It's going to be summer all the way through winter in my craft room. I don't know. I just love kind of tropical colors, tropical flowers, maybe because I can't grow them. But the only way I do get to kind of experience them is through crafting. So that's probably why I love tropical kind of images so much. Okay. So there are the purple bits done. Now I want to do orange for the flower centers, but I don't want them to be too dark. And the only kind of orange that I have is Tangerine Dream. And I know that I'm not going to be happy if I stamp that directly on. So what I'm going to do to change up the color a little bit is I am going to do some second generation stamping. So if you don't know what that is, it means that I'm going to firstly stamp off the color onto a piece of scrap paper, and then I'm going to use it on my project with what the remainder is left on the ink. So I have the Tangerine Dream. I'm going to ink my image up, stamp it off just once, and then I'm going to pop that into position. And you can see that I've still got that orange color there, but it is far less kind of saturated than it would be if I just went directly in there. So that's how you can change up your ink colors a bit. If you find that, you have a color, but you wanted it slightly lighter, maybe try out this second generation stamping and see if it works for you. Just give it a go. You can but play. So I'm going to ink that up, stamp off, and then stamp down. Ink it up, stamp off, stamp down. And there we go. Okay. We have this really a luminous pink color, and I love it, right? So this is the Tickled Pink, but I do think that if I do the same thing with the second generation stamping, that is what I'm going to do. Hey, Patty, thank you. So I am going to do the second. This is a beautiful color. So if you have, you know, young family who really love a bright hot pink, this is a fabulous color. Look how neon that is. All right, I love it. And I'm going to use the second generation stamping to add that in there. So it does take a lot of the kind of pizzazz away, I would say, the second generation stamping, but you do still get that hint of the kind of highlighter there. Oh, Wendy, yes. Hawaiian, please. I love Hawaiian images. There we go. So there is the image. Look how pretty it is. I am in love with the colors that we went with. And you know, I'm gonna have to use that pink again. It is fabulous. I need it in my life all the time. Right, so we are gonna add a sentiment to this. You do get some really great sentiments on here, and I think I am gonna go with it because I love this bloom with be kind. It makes you beautiful. I'm gonna go with that one. It fits really cute in that corner. And then we can do a second card. I did see that someone wanted to see the frilly begonia, so I will do that one next. I do have a plan for it. So let's ink that up. Such a great little sentiment. And it is getting rid of a couple of the mistakes that I did in the corner as well. But yes, look how great that is. So that is a great kind of card panel. And I just think that that is ever so pretty. You can also get the coordinating die. So if you wanted to cut that out, you could do that as well. So that is one card created today. Let's go for a second. I really wanted to make sure that we do get through two. I am just going to give this a quick wipe. Also, giving it a wipe kind of brings back its stick as well, but you do need to let it air dry a little. Let's move that out. And let's add another pile in. Oh, Regina, yes, I always forget about the second generation stamping. And the only reason I use it today is like, I like that color, but you know, I've got a selection of inks up here, but I haven't got all of my inks. So, you know, you can definitely play with what you have and change things up a little bit. So we have the frilly begonia. If you did want to see some inspiration with this one, I did in fact use this on my card. I think it was actually released today, I believe. And that'll be on YouTube. I don't know. I'm going to go with the smaller one. I used the large one already, so oops. Okay. The idea that I had for it wasn't going to work with that one. Thank you, Han. All right, so. Okay. Yeah, all right, okay. Maybe the card idea I had not going to work for this one either, but that's fine. We can play around a little, maybe. All right, okay, so there we go. I'm going to need a large block. You could always use your stamp wheel. I just didn't get mine out. And I'm going to go in with some jet black ink. Before I do that, I am going to prep my stamp. So I'm just using my conditioning eraser from Altenew. I just tend to use it on its side and rub it over. It takes less time. I'm going to go in with some jet black. Ink, 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 ink. Stumpy stamp. It's a really large image. You know, you look at it and you think, oh, it's the small one, but it's still huge. Okay, so bring that up. Flip it. Stamp down. Okay, and there we go. We have our image stamped. Just going to remove the ink off my mat, and then we can go ahead and add in the color. So we do have stencils for this, and I know that the stencils for this one are 4 and 5. I'm going to add in the leaves first. Just going to lay them over the image, and then I'm going to ink up. So I'm going to go in with eucalyptus. This is from the Frozen Foliage. Trying to add more of that ink right at the base of that leaf. And then kind of draw that ink out. Yeah, the coordinating stencils are fabulous. Okay, and then I have this one. Just going to move things around. There we go. So that's going to add those in. I'm going to use the eucalyptus again. And then I have this final piece here to finish off all of the leaves. Okay. Please let me know what color begonia you would like. I'm toying with either the coral red or the tickled pink. Please let me know, or I might mix and match them. Do I mix and match? Please let me know. I'm feeling adventurous. Lara, there is a new plate coming for the stamp wheel. We're having mixed. I think we're gonna go mixed. All right, okay. Let's mix this up, right? I have a designated tickled pink ink blending tool. I have a coral red. So I think we're gonna be okay. So let's put this in. All right. Now, these are quite close to the edge, so I am going to add a bit of tape just so I don't go over. But I shouldn't worry too much because I do have another plan for the outside edge. So, maybe the new plate. Vicky, no. I do some of them. But I can near enough see the color on them. So this is the tickled pink. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna add that in. But then I am going to add some coral red as well. So I'm also wondering if I want to add a bit of dusky pink in too. I think that might be, I don't know. No, you know what I'm going to add in? You know, we're here, right? Let's go for it. So I'm going to add in some Tangerine Dream as well. So we have Tickled Pink, Coral Red, and Tangerine Dream. I said that I wanted to hold on to summer, and this is giving me maybe a mocktail kind of vibe. All right. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Trying to be very delicate. Laura, I think I may have said too much already. Okay. So I'm not going to say any more. Sorry. I know. Please don't hate me. So we're going to add in the next layer. And again, we're going to chuck all of the colors at it again. So we have some Tickled Pink. Fabulous Tickled Pink. Oh, makes my heart sing. Oops, I moved things. Okay, so we have that Tickled Pink in there. Oops. Oh, we could have added yellow in as well. Nope. Let's calm down. I'm gonna go in with that Coral Red. And then the Tangerine Dream. Oh, yes. Okay. All right. No worries, Laura. All right. Okay. So then we're going to add in this layer. I'm trying not to lift it up too much because I don't want to give the full effect. Okay. Oh, please, everyone, just go and grab yourself this really fabulous pink color. If you're feeling a little bit, a little bit blue, I reckon if you grabbed out this Tickled Pink and you started crafting with it, you would be feeling pink in no time. All right. And then we have the last layer. Okay. Pop that in. Okay. Oh, yes. I don't know why it makes me so happy, but this color, it does. It really does. So then we're going to go in with the Coral Red as well. Kind of creating like a tie-dye effect, maybe. And then the fabulous Tangerine Dream to kind of fill in any areas that we may have missed with the others. All right. Let's close those up. Han, you're loving the Tickled Pink. I thought you would. Okay. Ready? Ta-da! Look how amazingly bright and vibrant that is. It almost looks kind of shining. It is amazing. All right. So when I was going to do this, I was just going to go for the pink color, but I'm loving what it's looking like now. And to kind of make this pop a little bit more, I'm going to add a bit of a background. So, oops, I'm gonna grab a ruler. Okay, I'm gonna have to take it off there because my ruler's just sticking. It's like, nope, it's too good. It's too sticky. All right. And I'm gonna add some guidelines. Tracy, please go grab them. Go grab some colors and play. Throw as many colors at it as you would like. Use all the colors. All right, so oh, I've made a bit of a mess up there. Never mind. Everything's gonna be fine. Okay. So I've added a guideline around the outside edge. And then what I'm going to do is I would normally kind of use, and then I'm going to use this to create a background. So this is the Jet Black Artist Marker. Yes, rainbow colored flowers. Beautiful. And we've got like a different kind here. And then I'm just going to go down those lines until they meet. Okay. Oh yes, transparent paste too, Wendy. Or what you could do as well is you could put those stencils back on, ink through with embossing ink, and then use crystal clear embossing powder to give it a really great shine as well. But also this background that we're popping on is also going to make that flower pop a little bit more as well. So I've just used the bullet nib for that. And now we can use the normal. So I do think that I may need to re-ink this. It's feeling a little bit dry, so I'm sorry if it does run out. You can see when I'm concentrating, I'm actually really quiet. Okay. I don't normally do black. I normally go for a navy, which you probably all know by now, but I think that black with the colors that we have on that flower is probably the best idea. So I did pick the right marker out today. Oops. You can see how I'm being really kind of careful around here, but then when it comes to that big area, it's just get that ink down as quick as you can. And because it is alcohol ink, you shouldn't really get line marks where the color meets the other color, because the alcohol disappears quite quickly. That's how you're able to get like kind of that streak-free look with your coloring. I think what would be great with this is if you left this dry is to kind of stamp the sentiment in white over the top. That would be really quite different, I think. But I would recommend leaving the alcohol marker to dry out quite a bit before you do that, because it can tend to stay a little bit tacky for embossing powder. I'm just going to color in these other pieces too. And then this last piece here. And there we go. So you can see that that black that we have is really, it's kind of like this is actually shining, or I don't know, glowing. It is that vibrant. But then we have that black background, which makes the beautiful colored flower pop even more as well. So we have created 2 card panels today, one using the Frilly Begonia Build a Garden, which is so bright and vibrant. It's almost like pop art, especially with that background. And then we have this ever so soft, beautiful kind of flower cluster swinging in the breeze. And that was using the fabulous, wildflower bouquet dynamic duo there. So we have 2 different cards, 2 extremely different looks that we have here, but we both have stencils coloring the images on both of them. I really do hope that you have been inspired by today and that you rush to your craft spaces and grab out as many colors as you want to put together on one card. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. It has been a pleasure, and I really do hope that you have a great crafty week. See you soon. Bye-bye.